All right, here's the scoop. The adrenal glands are absolute workhorses of the body. They don't just respond to stress, they fuel your patient's energy, support their metabolism, and help them stay resilient through life's demands. But in today's world, chronic stress can seriously deplete these glands, leaving patients tired, out of balance, and struggling to keep up. In this episode, we're diving deep into the beach electroacupuncture protocol for adrenal recovery. Here's what you're going to learn: why positioning matters, how using the lateral recumbent position instead of prone can significantly reduce sympathetic stress, the power of frequency, the best setups for both lower and higher voltage devices, plus exact frequencies to promote adrenal recovery, the most effective needling technique to target T12L1 spinal nerves where adrenal function and sympathetic tone intersect for major impact. I'm Dr. Jeremy, and my mission is to help acupuncturists like you achieve groundbreaking results with the world's most advanced electroacupuncture methods. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that button now. And, as always, I've included a free downloadable guide with everything you need from today's episode. Don't forget to grab it. Ready to get started? Let's dive in.
1 to 5 hertz will also produce ACTH molecules, the precursor to cortisol, equimolar amounts to the beta endorphin that was produced. So right there we have 1 to 5 hertz becoming a major player in all treatments, which is why my machine's stuck at 4.6. Pain relief, we don't treat pain as acupuncturists, do we? No, we don't, because pain's just a symptom of the real diagnosis, which you all know is diagnosing the terrain of the channels, neural levels, tissues, Ichi leaks, Gucci. Stimulants like caffeine, nicotine, cocaine, methamphetamine drains the adrenal glands, wisdom tooth extractions, cavitations. I already said shock and trauma. Cool. So let's pull a patient up here and let me show you a beach treatment. Come on up. So I'm going to have you lay facing this way with your head here. Oh. And now are you a 2-pillow sort of person or 1 pillow under your head?
Can I hold one? And
Sure. I also have another one in the back if you need.
I think this is good.
Okay. No, we're good. You don't even have to talk during this. So I'm going to demo an adrenal treatment. Do you know if you have any adrenal issues? She says yes. Okay, good. Yes. Okay. Now, lower voltage devices, like these guys. We don't use the frequency harmonic blanketing effect, getting those thousands of frequencies. We use something called a carrier wave setup. So one machine is stuck in the treatment frequency, which is 1 hertz on the Ito, because the circuitry is so shitty that there's a higher voltage spike at 1 hertz than 2 hertz. And the other machine is stuck in carrier frequency, which is the fastest frequency that the machine goes. For an Ito, it's like 513 hertz. You never need to change those 2 frequencies. Now, it's a workaround for a lower voltage machine. Remember what voltage is. It's the potential to carry the electron further to reach the deficiency. So the theory is that you use the carrier wave to blanket the area in some voltage so that the treatment device can enter. So if you have an Ito, one of them is going to be in high and crank up the frequency knob all the way. One of them is going to be low and about a 2 on this bottom frequency knob. I like to label the sides. One with a C for carrier, one with a T for treatment. So you never need to, there's a time saver right there, you never need to change it. But you do need to use twice as many needles So the beach treatment is really only 4 needles, right? Huato T12 and Huato L1. That's 4 needles, 2 different frequencies, carrier and treatment. But if we were using a higher voltage device, you can get away with 1 dew point at the L1, and that's a beach treatment because the higher voltage will carry it to L1 or T12. So there's an example of 4 needles being 1 needle versus depending upon what machine you use. You could do this on the ear also. We have spinal neural levels on the ear, so you would look for T12, L1 on the ear, still use a point to select to find a deficiency, and needle that, and we call that an ear spinal bracket, or a beach treatment on the ear. You're good. I have cold hands, sorry. I'm warning you. So I feel the top of the bone here is L4, L3, L2, L1. 1 finger's breadth away is the Huato at L1. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are they hurting?
No, not too bad.
And there's needling for the lower voltage machine for the beach treatment. So start with the carrier, because you got to dial in the power, light power, but you got to ask her. So I'm going to go with white here. Carrier, carrier. And I'll use the green for treatment. Carrier again is set to 513 hertz. Or the fastest, if you got a Pantheon, whatever the fastest is. Pain?
No, feels good.
Okay. Tell me when you feel a tingle buzz. I can tell these are new batteries. Another. You feel it? These are new batteries. I like to drain the battery.
I think I feel it a little. Feels comfortable.
A little's good. I'm at 2.5. Itos work better with half-drained batteries. A brand new battery, you'll have trouble dialing in a fast frequency because by the time they feel it, it's too much. So the amplitude knob goes from 0 to 10. I'm only able to get it to 2.5. Where if I had a half-dead battery, maybe I'd be able to dial in up to 6, 7, or 8 on that amplitude knob. It gives you a greater range of dialing in the power. Tell me when you feel a tapping sensation.
Ooh, yeah, got it. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, I'm lowering it. You still feel it?
Mm-hmm, but lighter.
Light. Now, would you call that whole setup light, moderate, or heavy?
The last one is a little bit moderate for me. So.
Okay, I'm going to reduce it a bit. How about now? Still moderate?
Good. I think that's
okay.
good.
Can I get a timer for 20 in the back, please, or somebody? There's our beach treatment. So what are we doing? We're turning off that. So if you go for 20 minutes, it increases parasympathetic. If you go for 8 minutes or less, it can trigger a sympathetic response. And one thing we're trying to do is turn off that sympathetic signal going to the adrenal glands. The other thing we're trying to do is charge up the adrenal glands. And then you can see the two clips far apart in space don't really count for the carrier wave setup. You okay? You want the carrier frequency close to the treatment frequency.
All right. What did you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions, so feel free to drop a comment below. And remember, I've put together a free downloadable guide with everything we covered today. Just check the link in the description, grab your copy, and start using these protocols in your practice. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with colleagues who'd find it useful. And, as always, for more in-depth training and resources, head over to electroacupunctureinstitute.com. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.